everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name's Molly, and I'm currently watching, reviewing, and reacting to the Netflix horror series The Haunting of Hill House. I'm about to start episode 5, which focuses on the bent neck lady, apparently. I'm really excited to start this episode. The bent neck lady has been referred to repeatedly and ominously throughout the first 4 episodes, and of course, Nell, before she goes back into the house where she supposedly kills herself in the first episode, she calls her father and she asks him if he remembers the bent neck lady, and he gets this kind of like really upset look on his face, and he says yes, and then she says that she's back, and then so apparently this is partially what's gonna lead her to go to the house and supposedly kill herself. So obviously bent neck lady is supposed to be pretty important to the story. And I've been, kind of wondering about this ever since the first episode. We also know that Olivia, the mother, supposedly killed herself in the house too, years and years and years ago, back during the time frame where we are watching them as kids. And so I'm kind of curious. I had wondered from the beginning if maybe there was some sort of possibility that her mother is the bent neck lady. I don't know. But I'm excited to find out either way, because even if it's not her, obviously bent neck lady has a major impact on Nell and the story as a whole. For those of you that have been watching already, you know that I literally just finished watching and reacting to episode 4, and that I was just so excited to keep going that I'm jumping right into episode 5 immediately afterwards. So I'm not really going to do much of a recap of what happened in the previous episode. If you're curious about that and you haven't watched my reaction to episode 4, you can go back, check out the last couple of minutes, or just me kind of talking about my thoughts about that episode, which was a really good one, by the way. Really excellent but upsetting episode. But, as I said, I just kind of talked about that recently, so I really want to get going with episode 5, so I'm going to just jump right in now. Right? Let's go. Okay, so we're starting right off with this immediately. I'd scream too.
It's okay. It's just a nightmare.
No.
I was awake. She was there. She screamed so loud it hurt my ear.
Maybe it was Theo.
No, it wasn't Theo. It was like a bent neck lady.
Well, that's a new one. She's gone now, right?
Mm-mm. She's not gone.
You come find us, okay? Yeah, and we'll scare her away.
Promise? Just tonight.
Won't you miss your brother?
I'd rather sleep here. In case she comes back.
Okay, so this again, I felt like even in the first episode when we saw this before, that this was a terrible, terrible idea. Like, why would the ghost be less likely to come back in the living room than in the bedroom?
Young ladies.
At least in your bedroom, you were next to your brother.
Hey, will you grab her blanket?
So, I mean, I don't know. But, I mean, then again, she's like, what? What is she, like 5? So, maybe I should be a little less judgmental about her
It's inside my body.
logic here.
You are.
Sorry.
Both of you are. Right?
Can I have a locket like that someday?
You can hold on to it tonight, and when you're older, I'll give you...
It's like, even knowing this was coming does not make it better.
I'm frozen. I can't talk or move my arms or legs. I usually start to panic and my breath gets fast and heavy. My heart feels like it's pounding out
Okay,
of my
so
chest.
she has sleep paralysis on top of that shit.
And how long does this last?
Wow.
Until you're able to move again?
Maybe a minute,
Oh
maybe 2.
no.
But it feels like hours sometimes.
Alright, I would just say, as someone who personally experiences this sleep paralysis, and you know, my sister experiences it also, this has been a really good depiction of it in the show. I mean, and by good, I mean horrifying, and it's really upsetting to watch. And no. No, 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 no.
He was dead. He was dead and she was back.
How long had it been? Since you'd seen her, I mean.
It's been almost 2 years. I actually hadn't seen her since... Well, since Arthur and I met. I started seeing her when I was a
Sad.
kid. And after
It's
the house,
almost
when we
like
lived with my
having
aunt, I saw her
him
some more.
Was like a sense
And
of
then he came
security,
into my life and
comfort
she went
that
away.
protected her.
And then she killed him.
Well, we've talked about this before. Arthur died of an aneurysm.
I know.
Well, if you know, then you must also know that it was a random tragic event.
I know it looked like an aneurysm.
It's perfectly normal to want to find something to blame.
I know what's to blame.
Hill House.
Hill House. Nellie.
Mommy, look what I found. Can we have a tea party?
Not now. Young lady.
Please, oh please, oh please.
No. Come with me right now.
Aww.
We have a
Uh-oh.
very, very important job. And that's to
Someone's
take
in
care of this
trouble.
house. To fix it. We take care of the house. It takes care of us. So why would you do
You know
that?
why, like,
I
little
did
kids
it.
have this
I
instinct
saw you
to
playing with
just
chalk
put their
yesterday.
name
On
everywhere?
the patio.
I mean,
put it right
I
on
hear
the
right now
wall.
she's saying she didn't do it, and she probably didn't do it. It was probably,
Would
you
you
know,
like to tell
a
your sister
ghost
what
or
you
something
did?
terrible.
I didn't.
But
She says she didn't.
kids do have that instinct, and I mean, I know I personally, when I was a kid, when I was like that age,
Are you
I
okay?
scratched my name
I have a
into
steel poker in my
my
head,
grandfather's
and my daughters
piano,
are trashing
and
my...
I feel so shitty about it to this
You know
day, but back then it was just like, oh
You're gonna
yeah,
clean up the
my name.
And I expect it to be done before I get back.
She's in a mood. I didn't do it. I swear.
Oh yeah, she's gonna know. I think Theo is my favorite.
You didn't. You can tell.
I'm so glad you're here.
Why do you keep lying to these people?
Mhm.
What?
I'm saying, why did you charge these people $30 a head to sit here and listen to you talk about things that you don't believe?
Nellie, we can talk about this after the reading.
No. I'd like you to answer me now.
Look, everybody, I'm sorry about this. My family is just like any other family. We don't always agree on everything.
We're not, though. Like any
I
other
mean,
family.
they're like every other family in the
We're
sense that
different
there's at least one
because of where we grew
asshole,
up.
and it's you, Steven.
Now you stand there and you talk about ghosts and spirits. And you sell tickets for the privilege, and yet you don't believe in any of it.
Nell.
And you tell me I'm crazy, and that Mom was crazy, and Luke's crazy, and we're all just nuts. And then you tell our stories. My stories. The same stories that you told me were just dreams or delusions.
We can talk about this later.
And you're supposed to be my big brother. You know, you're supposed to protect me. But you say the meanest things to me when I try to tell you. And then you make so much money.
Nell.
I'm just asking why. I don't ask you for anything. Ever. just this. I just want to know why.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Come on, asshole.
Fuck, Nell.
It was a fair question.
This is my work. This place, think of it as my office.
Okay,
I'm
so
at
Theo's
work
my favorite.
right now.
Steve is
You
my
don't
least
come
favorite.
in here and embarrass
He is
me
a dick.
like that.
Me embarrass you. Have you read what you wrote about
You've
us?
had 6 years to file a complaint. Why the hell are you doing this now? Huh?